Today, we are hearing a lot about IoT, industrial IoT, Industry 4.0, and at this conference here, we have heard so much about it, and there is a lot of excitement about this topic because it really offers a lot of opportunity, lots of ways for companies to really improve their performance. For example, right now, one of the biggest challenges for most industrial companies is downtime. Equipment fails and they lose a lot of production. So one of the biggest ROI that IoT Industry 4.0 offers is it can help companies to predict failures, and hopefully then they can eliminate downtime, and it can immediately provide them payback, good ROI. It was amazing at this conference. We had many oil and gas, chemical companies present, and chemical industry is very asset intensive. That means, the equipment they use in their plants, that's very expensive for them to lower actually downtime or improve the reliability of their equipment is very, very important. So when I asked actually the companies, are you ready to go digital? I was surprised to see that most hands in the room went up. That means actually companies are trying to move in that direction because, as I mentioned also, implementing IIoT in their plants, it's going to take many years. It's a sort of journey for companies have to undertake, and they have to start start actually beta testing some of the solutions and start actually to bring into their plants as soon as possible, because it not only lowers their downtime, there are so many other ways they can start to actually improve the safety of their plants. They can start to even add more intelligence to their solutions and their products and so forth. So there's a lot of different benefits, and also Indian industry really has to become more competitive. Chemical industry is really a global industry. They are competing with the very large companies around the world, and for that reason, they have to become more competitive, and they have to bring these newer solutions to their plants because that's who they are competing with. Smaller companies are really challenged not here only in India but around the world because a lot of times smaller companies they have fewer resources. Also, they are challenged technologically. They don't have as many technical resources. So right now, in general, in fact, actually, even for the large companies, drawing high-skilled talented people is a challenge because a lot of the young people, they are going into IT. And for that reason, chemical industry or oil and gas industry, all these companies are really trying to automate as much as they can because older people are retiring and they are having difficult time to bring younger people to the industry. And on top of that, they don't have as good technical skills. They don't have as many technical people. So for that reason, they want to bring these solutions in, but it is a bigger challenge for them. And I think that one of the thing they could do, one good thing is India has a lot of IT resources. I think these days, working with partners, working with the other companies is very, very important. So I think it's an opportunity for the small companies to really find a good partner who can actually help them bring some of these newer solutions to their plants. So partnerships, I think, are going to be very important for SMEs around the world, and especially here in India. You know, right now, perhaps the biggest challenge for IoT Industry 4.0 is cybersecurity, and it is a challenge for small companies as well as large companies, and it is one of the reasons, you know, for slow adoption of some of these newer solutions. But at the same time, I think there are solutions out there. Companies are starting to actually embed more cybersecurity solutions into their products and so forth. So it is a challenge, but at the same time, I think companies have to start bringing these newer solutions to their plants. They got to start testing them and start working with good partners. And I think good partners can help because, you know, one of the challenges also, these newer solutions, many times, they actually work with the cloud. You know, I mean, that's another good thing, in fact, here in India, because, you know, not having good local technical resources, if companies can actually use the solutions in the cloud, you know, and the data centers, and most of the times cybersecurity is built into these cloud solutions, you know, and I think companies have to worry less about cybersecurity. So there are things that companies can do to avoid, you know, failures, avoid actually hurdles related to cybersecurity, and I think good partners can help them. Well, I think, as I mentioned in my presentation here, one of the big trend is, you know, as companies are bringing more and more software into their plants, you know, they are bringing more and more applications. Integration is a big challenge. So one trend that we are seeing is we are seeing these newer software platforms. You know, for example, many companies are introducing what you call IoT software platform. Even companies like, you know, Microsoft has recently launched a IoT platform. You know, many of the automation companies are launching IoT platforms. So the two things that are happening. One is obviously, you know, having a fewer platforms. It's easier to integrate small number of platforms, and also these platforms are becoming, you know, more open. You know, we are seeing that there is a trend for companies to move toward more open solutions because it's easier to integrate these open solutions than proprietary solutions. So I think we will continue to see more software platforms, more open systems in the future. I think it is one of the biggest trends because IoT makes machines smarter. You know, as you have, just like our phone, in fact, I mentioned, is a actually smart device, and it has changed so much. It has empowered people around the world. I think the next biggest thing we are going to see smart machines. You know, we are going to start seeing more and more smart, intelligent machines, all the way from actually smart machines at homes and plants and autonomous cars and drones and robots. So I think as we are moving toward more and more intelligent, smart machines, they can really actually improve companies' productivity. They can eliminate a lot of risks and hazards and save plants. And so I think I would say the biggest trend we are going to see is smart machines, more intelligent machines. They can really help us and work alongside people.